Welcome to Cour 2, where the rebellion isn't a spark anymore. It's a supernova, and the Empire is. The Kindling. Episodes 12 and 13 waste 0 seconds reminding us that victory tastes like blood and coolant, then immediately raise the stakes to and quat, galactic civil war, and quat, the Elpis is gone. Sacrificed in the rift, but its survivors have been scooped up by the awakened cruiser. Liberator, a massive, glitch-scarred beast crewed by loopers from a dozen harvested ships. This is no longer one tin can against the void. It's a full insurgent fleet versus the pristine white armada of the human empire, and Yuri is their unwilling messiah. Kawakatsu promised Cour 2 would feel and quat like a different genre, and quat, and he wasn't kidding. These EPS trade claustrophobic corridors for sweeping space operas, intimate betrayals for fleet-scale heartbreak, all while keeping the emotional scalpel razor sharp. Buckle up, the revolution just got big. Episode 12. Liberator, new ship, same ghosts. Cold open on escape pods docking with the Liberator, a hulking ex-Imperial cruiser now painted with looping spiral insignias, corridors alive with mismatched crews from shattered timelines. Yuri, Chica Anzai, voice steadier but laced with that post-upload digital echo, steps out first, eyes still faintly glowing, greeted by a cheering mob of loopers who call her and quat, the first glitch, and quat. It's overwhelming. Hands reaching, voices overlapping with gratitude and awe. But Setsu, Ikumi Hasegawa, bandaged, limping, but refusing to let go of Yuri's arm, snarls them back like a guard dog, and quat, give her space or I'll vent you. Myself, and quat. The triad reunites with Rakio, Hiroki Nanami, prosthetic arm upgraded to a full mech limb that whirs dramatically, Gina, Asami Seto, hair cropped short in A and quat, Numi and quat. Symbolism, beat, and SQ, Akari Kitu, now fully integrated into the ship's systems, her voice echoing from every speaker. The new captain, Comet, new cast, Maya Sakamoto, cool, scarred, silver-eyed veteran of 300 loops, lays it out. The glitch virus has infected 38% of Imperial space. Entire sectors are looping, crews turning on command, ships defecting. But the Empire's response, and quat, purge protocol and quat, a doomsday fleet led by the flagship Origin, a planet-sized mobile Nexus designed to reset all corrupted timelines at once. Target arrival, 72 hours. Yuri's code is the only thing stopping full assimilation, but using it risks turning her fully Gnosia. The episodes meet his fleet council. Yuri struggling with messiah status while ghosts of the Elpis haunt her. Flashbacks to Setsu's kiss, Otome's threads, the crew's last toast. Otome, Kana. Hanazawa, now physically frail from overusing visions, warns in private, and quat, the more you fight as the cure, the closer you become the disease, and quat, action kicks in hard. Imperial scouts probe the fleet, leading to a brutal dogfight. Rakio leads a fighter squadron. Yes, he gets a custom orange mech. Gina mans comms intel. SQ coordinates drone swarms. Yuri and Setsu pilot a two-seater interceptor. Intimate cockpit scenes with life support alarms blaring, hands brushing on controls. Setsu murmuring, and quat, if we die out here, at least it's together. And quat, they tag team a destroyer. Yuri uploading mid-battle to corrupt its nav, causing it to ram allies. Victory, but costly, half. The squadron lost. Episode closes on Yuri vomiting in the hangar, glowing veins spreading up her neck, whispering, and quat. I'm scared I'll forget who I am, and quat. Episode 13. Origin, the final Nexus. No cooldown. Episode 13 is the mid-core climax, a 40-minute onslaught that feels like a feature film. The rebel fleet warps to the Origin's coordinates, a colossal black sphere ringed by white dreadnoughts, pulsing like a mechanical heart. Comet's plan. Surgical strike. Yuri uploads into the Origin itself via a captured shuttle, Setsu and Otome as ground team to plant a physical virus core. The rest of the fleet buys time in the mother of all space battles. Exteriors. A stunning, hundreds of ships weaving in 3D chaos, glitched rebels phasing through shields, Imperial lines firing cryo beams that freeze whole wings solid. Inside the Origin, it's pure nightmare fuel. Endless white corridors lined with billions of cryo pods, harvested souls from every failed loop, faces pressed against glass like the dome scene from EP6 but planetary scale. The Triad fights through amalgam guardians, fusions of old crew faces, whispering personalized temptations, and quat, Rakio and quat, taunting Setsu with her betrayal, and quat, Gina and quat, seducing Otome with promises of perfect timelines. Emotional peak in the Nexus core, a vast chamber where the overmind manifests as a colossal, ever-shifting amalgam of every character Yuri ever knew, voice or choir of the dead. It offers her utopia, and quat, join us. No more loss. Loop forever with Setsu. Otome, all of them, happy, and quat, Yuri hesitates. Visions of perfect Elpis days, no blood, no votes. Setsu, bleeding from a claw wound, grabs her, and quat. That's not us. That's harvest, and quat. Otome, collapsing from vision overload, transfers her last thread into Yuri, and quat. Be the cut, not the weave, and quat. Yuri rejects the offer, slamming the virus core home, but the cost is Otome. She dissolves into light, final smile, and quat. Threads complete, and quat. The backlash is cataclysmic. The Origin begins to fracture, timelines unraveling. Yuri, now fully glowing, broadcasts one last message fleet-wide, and quat. This is Subject Y01. The loops end today. Live messy. Live real. And quat. Setsu drags her unconscious body back to the shuttle as the sphere implodes into a subspace maelstrom, swallowing half the Imperial fleet. Rebel survivors limp away. The stars finally quiet. Final shot. Yuri in medbay aboard the Liberator, eyes human again, the glow gone. Setsu, asleep in the chair beside her, hand intertwined. Rakio, Gina, SQ, Comet, all alive, scarred. Laughing in the mess hall over ration packs. Voiceover from Yuri, and quat, we didn't save the universe. We just broke the thing trying to harvest it. And for the first time, no. Reset, and quat, fade to black on a single lavender thread drifting in 0G. Vibe, cathartic. Apocalypse, every tear earned, every explosion a release, leaving you wrecked but hopeful. Core 2 opens with Demerica operating at God level. The budget jump is obvious and glorious, fleet battles. Rival legend of the galactic heroes in scale, with thousands of individually animated ships, debris. Fields that feel tangible, cryo beam freezes crystallizing hulls in real-time particle sims. The Origin interiors. A masterclass in oppressive architecture. Endless white vistas shot with fisheye distortion. Pod walls reflecting distorted faces like infinity mirrors of guilt. Character. Animation remains the heart. Yuri's gradual code spread visualized in creeping vein effects that Never looked cheap. Setsu's limp sold in every painful step. Otome's dissolution into particles, one of the most beautiful deaths ever animated. Lavender light scattering like cherry blossoms in vacuum. Voice direction is flawless. Anne's eyes break down in the cockpit. Hasegawa's desperate and quat, "That's not us," and quat, Hanazawa's serene farewell, all hit like emotional railguns. Soundtrack evolves again, full orchestral for battles, dropping to aching piano for the core confrontation. The silence after the implosion? Deafening perfection. Critiques? If I'm reaching the extreme. Wide shots occasionally lose detail in compression, but that's streaming artifact more than animation fault. This is 98% flawless, easily the best looking arc yet. Episodes 12 to 13 aren't just a core premiere, they're a statement. Gnosia took everything that broke us in Core 1, the paranoia, the betrayals, the existential horror, and turned it into the fuel for the most earned rebellion I've ever seen in anime. Otome's sacrifice wrecked me. Setsu refusing to leave Yuri's side healed something in me. Rakio and Gina getting to be heroes after all their messiness. Perfect. This is no longer just great sci-fi. It's a story about choosing messy, painful humanity over perfect, harvested illusion. And it sticks the landing harder than any show has a right to. Midway through its run, fingers crossed the back half gives us quiet aftermath. Yuri and Setsu on a real planet. Rakio opening a bar. SQ learning what and quat, vacation and quat, means. Whatever comes next. Core 2 has already secured Gnosia legendary status. Cafe emergency meeting needed. Bring tissues. Bring soy lattes. Bring your whole heart. Who's cutting onions in space? Because I'm sobbing over a lavender thread and I don't want to stop.